Welcome to Momatize Your Passion, a podcast for moms looking to turn their passions into online brands that serve others. I'm Tara Lon, a content strategist with over 10 years of experience creating viral content seen by millions. I'm here to help you grow your brand and reach the people God has called you to serve. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about your brand growth strategy and 10 questions that you should ask yourself if you're trying to grow your brand. So I've mentioned this before. It's not just about posting more content. It's about getting clear on who you're speaking to, clear on what you're offering, and clear on the value that you bring to your ideal audience. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through 10 questions that you need to ask yourself if you want real growth and not just activity. So let's just get right into it. So the first question you should ask yourself is, who am I actually trying to help? So if you're unclear here with this first question, then it's really time to refine your message. You should be able to clearly state who it is you are trying to help. Is it moms who are single and struggling in the household? Is it women who are in debt and trying to find balance in their life? Like specifically, who are you trying to help? You should be very clear on this, because once you figure this out, the other questions will really fall into place and you'll just get clear on your messaging throughout your brand. The second question you should ask yourself, what problem do I consistently solve for my audience? So you can think about what people go to you for. Like you're probably a subject matter expert in some arena, or you should be. What is that? How are you solving problems for your audience? Think about what that is, because once you know this, your content becomes more intentional and more focused. The third question you should ask yourself, is my content clear, or am I trying to talk to everyone? I've mentioned this several times before as well. If you're speaking to everyone, you're reaching no one. So God has given you a gift. He's given you a gift and a passion that you are pursuing, and it's meant for a group of people. So if you are trying to reach the wrong people, you're not going to reach the intended audience that you're supposed to actually reach. So once you are clear on who you are speaking to and you're catering your message, your content, and everything else around that, then you'll be able to reach that right audience. So again, that's that question. Is my content clear, or am I trying to talk to everyone? Answer that question and just make sure you are clear with that. The fourth question you should ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? So do you want to be known for helping Christian women grow their brands like me? Or do you want to be known for helping singles get out of debt? Define it. Like, what is that thing that you want to be known for? And again, once you're known for this, you'll become a subject matter expert in that, and then you will be able to reach the people that you're trying to reach because you are known for something very specific, very unique, and you're actually in the category of niching down, because instead of speaking to everyone, having such a wide audience, you're catering your brand to a specific segment of a bigger audience or a bigger market. The fifth question you should ask yourself, am I creating content with intention, or are you just posting to stay active? If you're just posting to stay active, then it's really just a waste of time, because the way that the algorithm works these days is if you are clear on your message and you're consistent with that, they'll begin to show your content to your right audience. But if you're unclear with this and you're just posting random content, it's going to be harder for the algorithm to figure out what you do, who you're trying to help, and how they can bring the right audience to your content or to your platform. And this is across platforms. Whatever platform it is, the algorithm is so sophisticated these days that they can literally parse your words and bring your message to your intended audience. So when you're creating content, you want to make sure you're doing it with intention and you're not just posting random things. The sixth question you should ask yourself is, what is my audience struggling with right now? So your content should speak directly to what they're currently going through. And I know I mentioned the algorithm before. So let's say someone is searching for something specific on Google, like how to get out of debt. And I know that's a very broad question. So let's say that's the question. So your content should be answering those questions. Your content should be solving problems for your ideal audience. So whatever they are searching for on whatever platform, the content that you make should be answering the questions to their problems. The seventh question you should ask yourself, am I positioning myself as a resource or just sharing random ideas? So your audience should see you as someone who helps solve a specific problem. And I know this kind of overlaps with some of the other things that I've been mentioning, but when you are positioning yourself as a resource for your audience, then they know that if they have a problem or an issue, you are the person that they can go to for help. So however you're trying to position yourself, you want to make sure it's in a helpful manner so your audience knows that they can come to you for that help and that support. Let's say someone has a friend who needs their closet organized, and they can say, oh, Patty's the organizing queen. She has a Facebook group. She has a podcast. She has free resources. You want to be known as that person. So the clearer you get with your messaging and overall content strategy, the more people will see you as that resource that they can depend on. The eighth question you should ask yourself is, what offers or services naturally align with my content? So your content should lead people somewhere. So you want to make sure it connects to what you actually offer. So if you are touting something that you are an expert in and you're posting about this, you're creating content around this, then your offer or your services should speak to that type of content that you are posting. So it should all align and make sense. So when you are posting this content, it should naturally lead people to your offer, and that offer should connect with your subject matter expertise. The ninth question you should ask yourself, am I being consistent enough for people to trust and remember me? And I know I mentioned this a little bit before too with the algorithm, but when you are posting content and you're posting it to your right audience, to the specific people that you're trying to target, you do want to be consistent, whatever that consistency looks like. And I'm not going to tell you how much you should post because it's different for different people. We all are busy, and creating content takes a lot of work. So when you are creating it, when you pick the platform that is your main platform, whatever that is, because you can't be everywhere, then you do want to be consistent with it, because once you're consistent with the content that you produce on your main platform, then you'll be able to grow faster because, again, I know I keep mentioning the algorithm, but the algorithm will know how to bring your content to the right people. And then people will begin to trust and know that, oh, okay, Susie posts something once a week on a Monday. I know I can show up and I'm going to hear about her content. So just make sure you're consistent on whatever that consistency looks like for your main platform, so people know they can depend on you to keep coming back so they can get what they need. The 10th question you should ask yourself, if someone landed on my page today, would they understand what I do? So if not, it's time to simplify, it's time to optimize and make your message clear. And I've mentioned this before too, where you can do little things like on your social media platforms to make it easier for people to understand what you do by having a clear bio, by having clear keywords in your messaging, whether you are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the podcast app, blogging, etc. You want to have keywords, and keywords are the exact words that your audience is searching for. You want to make sure you have those keywords in your content. You want to make sure your platforms are optimized so when someone lands on your platform, they know exactly what you do. You want to make sure you have a clear offer that leads them somewhere. You want to make sure your contact information is up to date. So if people are interested in working with you or collaborating with you, it's easy for them to find you. So make sure if someone lands on your page, your site, wherever that is, that it is very clear what you do, and it's very clear for them to navigate and get in touch with you if they want to work with you. So just to recap, 10 questions to ask yourself for brand growth is: number 1, who am I actually trying to help? Number 2, what problems do I consistently solve for my audience? Number 3, is my content clear or am I trying to talk to everyone? Number 4, what do I want to be known for? Number 5, am I creating content with intention or just posting to stay active? Number 6, what is my audience struggling with right now? Number 7, am I positioning myself as a resource or am I just sharing random ideas or facts? Number 8, what offers or services naturally align with my content? Number 9, am I being consistent enough for people to trust and remember me? And number 10, if someone landed on my page today, would they understand what I do? So if you're listening right now and you feel stuck, you feel like your brand is stagnant, it's not growing, then I created something that can help you. It's a content clarity audit for brand growth. And in this audit, I will audit up to 3 platforms of choice, whether it's social media, your website, or wherever. I will also review your niche to make sure it's clear for your audience. I will offer a clarity evaluation just to make sure your services and products are positioned to attract and convert your ideal audience. I will give you a keyword and messaging analysis so you can identify the language your audience is searching for. And if you don't even know what that is, I will help you figure out what your keywords are. I'll give you some tools that you can use just to make it simple for yourself. And then I will give you a written strategy and my recommendations. It'll be very detailed. I will email this to you. And then we will schedule a 60-minute Zoom strategy call to walk through this together and you are clear on your plan. So if you feel like God has put something in your heart, but you just feel stuck and you can't reach your right audience, maybe this is for you. So go ahead and book your session for this. I will have a link in the show notes. Right now it's $297. Go ahead and book that. And let's get started on you growing your brand so you can reach the people that God has called you to reach. So I hope you enjoyed this episode today. I hope that you got something that's going to help you build your brand the way that God is calling you to so you can reach the right people. If this resonated with you, would you do me a favor and share this with someone else? My passion is to help you to pursue your God-led dreams so you can make a positive difference in the lives of others. Until next time.